Hi, this is Marty from Photoshop Arthouse. I'm going to show you how to hold a miniature dragon, or anything else for that matter, in the palm of your hand using just the tools inside Photoshop. I provided this photo of a hand and an image of a sleeping dragon so you could follow along. Their links are in my video's description or project files. Feel free to use a different subject if you'd like to place something else onto the hand. The first step is to separate the dragon from its background. To do this, open any of the selection tools and click Select Subject in the options bar at the top. Press Ctrl or Command J to cut the dragon out of the selection and copy it to its own layer. To place the dragon onto the hand, press V to activate the Move tool, then drag the dragon onto the tab of the hand image. Without releasing your mouse or pen, drag it down into the document and release. Next, we'll resize it. Press Ctrl or Command T to open the Transform tool. Go to a corner and press and hold Alt or Option as you drag it in or out to resize from the center. Then go inside the bounding box and position the dragon where you'd like it on the hand. Then press Enter or Return. If you see a thin fringe around the dragon, we can remove it by going to Layer, Matting, and Defringe. Set it to 1 pixel. In the next step, we'll reshape the dragon's body using the Puppet Warp tool. I've done an in-depth tutorial on Puppet Warp, and its link is in this video's description. Before using Puppet Warp, let's convert the dragon layer into a smart object so we can manipulate it non-destructively. Right-click the layer and click Convert to Smart Object. Go to Edit and Puppet Warp. Set the density to normal and the expansion to 0 pixels. This will hug the mesh around the dragon. I currently have Show Mesh checked, but since it's easier to see the dragon without it, I'll uncheck it. Clicking on the subject adds pins that define the warp. These pins act as anchors and hinges. To delete a pin, make sure it's active and Alt-click or Option-click it. I want the head to angle downward, so I'll activate the first pin and turn it into a hinge by pressing and holding Alt or Option. We'll immediately see a circular outline indicating the hinge, and the cursor changes into a curved double arrow. Dragging it clockwise or counterclockwise rotates the shape from the center of the pin. I'll drag the top pin downward to lower the back, drag the tail up and inward, add a pin to the knee to lower it, and bring it in slightly as if the dragon is snuggling in. Once we're happy with the overall pose, press Enter or Return. Next, we'll blend the dragon into the scene by matching colors, lighting, and tones for a seamless, realistic composite automatically in one click using the Harmonize filter. I've included a link to my in-depth Harmonize tutorial in the video's description. Go to Layer and Harmonize. It usually takes about 10 to 20 seconds to process, so I'll speed this up. Harmonize gives us 3 variations. Click through each one to see which you prefer. If you'd like to see more variations, click Generate. For this image, I like this one the most. If you want to fine-tune the dragon's tonal range, click the adjustment layer icon and choose Levels. We want this adjustment to affect only the dragon and not the hand or the background. If we clipped the Levels adjustment directly to the Harmonize layer, it would also affect the shadows cast on the hand, which we don't want to brighten. Instead, we'll restrict the adjustment to the shape of the dragon itself. To do this, Control or Command-click the thumbnail of the cutout dragon to select its shape. We'll fill the selection with black inside the layer mask of Levels. If your foreground and background colors aren't black and white, press D on your keyboard. Fill the selection with black by pressing Alt or Option plus Delete, and then deselect it by pressing Ctrl or Command D. Invert the layer mask by pressing Ctrl or Command I. Now, when we adjust the levels, the brightness will be restricted to the white area of the mask, affecting only the dragon. Click the Levels icon in the Levels layer to activate it. For this image, I'll drag the input white slider to the point where the histogram begins to rise. This is Marty from Photoshop Arthouse. Thanks for watching, and remember, be safe, be kind, and I'll see you next time.